What's going on, you guys? Cutty from Cutty TV. We're back at it again with episode 4 of my Forex journey. I'm so happy to have you guys here. So if you don't know, if you're new, for some reason you missed the first 3 episodes, you need to go back and watch the first 3. It was some real interesting things and we had some good profitable weeks. So you got to go catch up and see where we're at now. But I created this series basically for all of my people who want to get into Forex. You get to see my journey. I get to tell you the things that I've learned. I get to tell you some tips and tricks. And then I also get to show you my profitable weeks. So you get to see that Forex is a real thing. So we're here with episode 4. And as you guys know, I left off with a profitable 2 weeks. So everything was going good. And as I stated in the last video where I left off at, we made a deposit. So this is everything that happened after the deposit, and these are a couple of things that I've learned that I just want to touch on for all of my new traders and for all of my traders out there. So don't go anywhere, get prepared, because episode 4 is about to be lit. What's going on, guys? Welcome back. So there's a couple of things that we've learned throughout this journey. So we're being completely transparent with you guys. And the transparency is we made a deposit. So that's where we left off at. So we were in profit. You know, we learned from our losses. That's something that we're trying to hone in on, learning from our mistakes. That's what we're doing in this journey. You know what I'm saying? To become a profitable full-time trader, you have to learn from your mistakes. So, learn from our mistakes. We had a profitable 2 weeks. Then we made a deposit. So how did that go? How are things going? Well, things are going good, honestly. We didn't blow our account. That's the best part. But we did, unfortunately, tap into a couple of things that I feel like, you know, helped us put careless trades in. And there was 5 things that I actually peeped that I wanted to bring to you guys today. So these are things that I've learned throughout my blown accounts and negative trades history. So throughout this time when I was either blowing my accounts or I was getting real bad trades, these are the 5 things that I wish that I knew, that now that I do, I definitely try a lot to pay attention to, because I know it comes up as us as traders, because we go through this, because we're trading Forex, because we want to be millionaires. I mean, who else is trading Forex to not be a millionaire? I guess a lot of people, huh? Whatever. But this is what I'm doing, and these are the 5 things that I've learned. So I want to break them down to you, and maybe you can relate, and maybe you can, you know, start fixing it, because remember, I always say Forex is mostly mindset. So with it being mindset, you just got to make sure you're tapped into the right mindset and paying attention to the actions that you are putting in when you're looking at these charts. So should we start with the deposit, or should we start with the top 5 tips? So let's start with the deposit. So I guess we'll start there before we start with the 5 tips for you guys. So we made a deposit and things were going real good. So this is the transparency part of this journey. You guys get to know completely what's going on. So the next day I made a deposit and I'm real beefed up. I feel like I had a real big head. We just had a profitable 2 weeks. I completely flipped my account from one last trade to at least being able to make trades in my account. That was beautiful. Go watch episode 3 if you missed that. But so I think these 5 things came up, and that's what made me lose my head and lose majority of my deposit and the profits that I made from these 2 weeks. And these 5 things that if you pay attention to them, then you'll be able to not go through this, and you'll be able to keep your profits, and your deposits will make more sense for you, and you'll be withdrawing instead of depositing. So let's get straight into that. So again, we didn't blow our account, so that's good, but we definitely took more bigger losses than our profits. So again, as we were trading last week, we did, I believe, I didn't write down how many trades we actually did, but I know we had less losses than profits. But the problem is those losses were just so big. And I think these 5 things give me my answer on why my losses were so big and what I need to change next. So let's start with number 1. Let's get straight into it. You're probably like, all right, what can I learn from you, man? And you just sound like you was really going through it. I wasn't going through it. It was my mindset. So let me tap into that. So number one, going in after the opportunity is already gone. This is probably going to touch a lot of traders. So basically what I'm saying is, I've done this a bunch of times, like a bunch of times. Like you'll see a trend, but basically you're getting in at the bottom. Like you're not getting in at the top of the trend, you're getting in at the bottom of the trend when it's about to start either retracing or, you know, a reversal happens or something. So getting in too late. I know it sucks, but you gotta wait for the next wave. I mean, when you see a trend and you see that it's at that bottom and it's starting to flare up, let that flare happen. We want to get in at the top. We don't want to get in when the opportunity is already gone. So that's tip number one. That's one of the things that I've learned throughout my blown accounts and my negative trades history, is that I'm always going in after the opportunity is already gone. Like they've been selling all morning and then I'll come in at noon and be like, oh, let's put a sell in. It's like, one, the sessions are about to change, which I speak on in episode 3, and 2, the opportunity is already gone. You missed it. So definitely make sure that you're looking out for that, and that will improve your trading. Let's get into number 2, trading while upset or angry. This is a big one. If you have, you know, something going on, if you're, you know, thinking about something, if you have a bunch of stress, if you're going into trading like, okay, I'm trying to make a profit today. If I don't make a profit today, I'm not going to eat. Those kind of thoughts, those kind of feelings, just being upset in general while you're trading is very dangerous. It can allow you to put in trades that don't make no sense and in the end will make you lose money. And that's something, again, that I've experienced throughout my blown accounts and negative trading history. So basically, if I'm not happy or focused, I always end up chasing the trade instead of letting it come to me. I'm just like, you know, I'm trying to make some money. So, all right, this joint's selling. Like, so I'm put a sell in. Like, and then it'll reverse on me. And I'll be like, well, why is it reversing? Like, okay, fine, I'm gonna just put a buy in. And then it'll be a retrace. And then it'll start going back down. And it's just like, you're upset, so you're not thinking about the logical move to put in. You're just trying to make some money so you can feel better. You have to go into trading with a clear mindset. You have to be focused. You might as well be in a room by yourself, honestly. Get some alone time when you're trading, because you don't want to be distracted. You don't want to be upset. You don't want to be angry. You don't want to be flustered. You want to be at your happiest state so that you can make the best trades and get the best outcome. That's definitely something, number 2, that I've noticed, and I definitely want you guys to, you know, just pay attention to. If you see it, if you see yourself being upset, do not look at those charts, because you're not going to make the right trades. So let's get on to number 3. Treating trading like a hobby instead of a business. Now, I've done this multiple times. Basically, I'll hop in and out of the market. I mean, I won't prep. I won't, like, sometimes I'll prep and I'll do my charts and I'll lay everything out and I'll know where everything's going. And then sometimes I'll just be like, oh, I'm a Forex trader. I know what I'm doing. So let me just put in a sell. Let me just put in a buy. And that's not the way that you want to be trading. If you treat trading like a hobby, you're going to lose way more money than you make. And that's going to be a big problem for you. So definitely do not treat it like a hobby. Like, don't just think you could just open up a chart, put a position in, it's going to hit every single time. You're going to be this millionaire overnight. It takes a lot of prepping. You know, traders prep their charts throughout the weekend for a Sunday trade. You know what I'm saying? So that's like 2 days of prepping before they even put a trade in. So they're confirming and putting a big exclamation point on the trades that they're putting in. So definitely that's what you need to be doing if you want to be trading, or you're going to get a more negative trades and you're going to get positive trades. So that's a big thing that I experienced, and that's something that if you fix, that you will start seeing better results with your trading. So definitely tip number 3 of something I've learned when blowing out my accounts or having a negative trade history, that was one of the factors right there. So going into number 4, you know, kind of going into number 1, but it's the same, but it's different, late entries. I'm still working on my entries to this day. So it's like, and this isn't even, you know, getting in at the bottom. You could like get in right in the middle of a retrace, and it's just like, you know, you were too late. You were supposed to get in at the second candlestick. You let the second candlestick close and you got in at the third candlestick, and that's when the retrace was happening. Now your stop loss might be at the higher high, which it's automatically going to retrace up to, and then your trade end up being a shambles. So you definitely want to make sure you're getting in early, not late. If you see an opportunity, if it fits your trading plan, if it fits everything, if all marks hit, put that trade in. Do not let it, just play out and you miss the trade and then you try to put an entry in. You're gonna miss it every single time, and you're gonna get more negative trades than positive trades. So you definitely want to watch out for that. Definitely work on your entries. If you see a sniper entry and you know that it's there, do it and let the universe tell you that you're wrong. But don't get in late, because if you get in late, you ain't gonna get a profit like me. So that's number 4. Number 1 4th thing that I've learned, those late entries, man, they cost me every single time. I know the move is there. I done confirmed it to myself a bunch of times, but I still hesitate and wait, and then I try to get in, and then I get caught in like a retrace, and then it goes up to the higher high, and a bunch of Forex things that we already know that if we were in a higher up, it wouldn't affect us as much. So definitely watch out for them entries and make sure you are pinpointing before you enter in that trade. Definitely. Now let's get into the last tip that I have for you guys, which is chasing profits. So after you lose a trade, if you're me, you automatically put a trade in for the other direction, because you're like, okay, so you're going back up. Cool. I'm gonna put a buy in. Then you end up going back down. Cool. I'm gonna put a sell in. But unfortunately, you were going back up right now because you're just retracing. You got to stop doing that. You can't chase a profit. If you lose a trade, sit back, chill. You know what I'm saying? Let the market do its thing. Because remember, there's always a retrace. So let the retrace happen. You can be going in the right direction. It can just possibly be a retrace. So do not put an order in for the other direction, because that direction isn't going to last long. It's only going to last up to a certain point. And if your take profit is higher than that and it never hits that point and it ends up going in the direction that you already predicted it to go in, you're going to lose money every single time. So these are 5 things that I've learned. Going in after the opportunity is already gone. Number 1, definitely. That was a big banker of mine. Trading while upset or angry, that's number 2 for me. Yup, I gotta put that on there. Treating trading like a hobby instead of a business. You definitely want to take this serious. Every trade that you put in, you want to know that you're doing the right thing. Late entries. If you see an entry and it's right, go after it. Do not wait. Do not let the play already play out and then you try to get in. You're going to miss it every single time. And then chasing profits, man. Don't chase the profit. Let the trade come to you. If you lose a trade, don't enter a trade in the other direction because you think it's going that way. Just let the trade come to you. Don't chase a profit. Don't go into the Forex market thinking, okay, I have to make $1,000 today, and if I don't, then I lost at this day. Go into it having your projected goal, making the right decisions, and letting the trades come to you. And with that, you will be a positive Forex trader. So these are all of the things that I've learned from my blown accounts and my negative trades history, and I wanted to share them with you so you guys can become better traders today. So if you liked anything in this video, of course, I need you to support the channel. I need you to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I need you to tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a friend to watch my Forex journey, because Cutty is giving out some of the best tips on Forex that I could possibly use, and it's making me a genius, and I love that. So I wanted to put that in there for you guys because I love you guys for watching and being a part of this. So this is my Forex journey, man, episode 4. What I've learned throughout my blown accounts and negative trades history. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. If you did, put it into the comments, man. Comment below so the world knows that these videos are valuable. Welcome to the family. Join the family. Press that subscribe button and that ding-a-ling-a-ling so that you never miss an episode, man. I'm your host, Cutty from Cutty TV, and I'm going to see you guys next time.